Oh, wait a minute. I'm ready, but I want to bring your channel back up. Why did I close out my?
I know I've got it up too. Hello, hello, hello. What it do? I am kind of sort of back. I'm working on it, I promise. But
Yay!
I was invited by Sia from That Boondockin' Diva and Frankie from Joy Route to be in the circle on this live series, van life safety series. So we are going to talk today about staying cool in the summer while you're traveling.
Mhm.
Sophia and Frankie, I appreciate you guys for including me and my channel on this series. And I've had so much fun talking to you guys in the
Me too.
past on some of
Likewise,
these.
likewise, right? Likewise.
Yes. Yes.
We appreciate
We're
you.
here to support each other. That's what it's about, right?
Yes, definitely. So in the comments, I have their information so that folks can look you guys up and subscribe and like and be able to watch more on this series. So we're going to be rotating which channel that we're on this series. So last week we were on Fia's channel, That Bootneck Diva. The week before we were on Joy Route for Frankie.
Yes.
And so we're just going to kind of rotate there, and we'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas and comments um, on what we've got going on and what we're talking about, because it's always more fun when we can talk to you too.
Yes, it is.
So we have a video pulled up that's going to help us share some tips, but we also have some tips of our own to try and help everybody stay cool. We're not going to be on too long, maybe about an hour or so, so that we can everybody can enjoy lunch but have something fun to watch as well.
Hmm.
So I failed to bring a drink with me. I might, if I didn't have to run so far, I would have gone back and got a drink.
I do have a
But
drink. Let me get it. Ow. My water will limit. This water is so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
This whole stay cool thing, I feel like I'm still trying to figure it out. DG, let me know if you want to play the video first or
yeah, so we'll play a clip of the video, and then we'll go from there.
okay, cool. Here we go.
Welcome to my channel, Becoming Bev. I just got back from spending 10 days in Houston, Texas. It was
Houston.
so hot there, hot and humid. I thought I would share with you several different ways that I found to keep cool in the van. So the first way is just park the van in the shade. Being in the shade is going to feel about 10 to 15 degrees cooler. Inside the van, that's even more intensified. So when I got my van, it already had these dark tinted windows. I feel like that helps a lot. Like I notice when I pull the curtains in the front of the van and just to kind of keep the air circulating in the back, when I open that curtain, there's like this rush of warm air just from the sun coming in on the windshield. Come on in and let me show you a few other ways to keep cool in the van.
So pause there. So she came up with a good point, and I want to say for anybody who does not have their windows just tinted, I had written a note, there is clean tint film that you can get from Amazon to put on your windows, and I think some of them have some fun designs and stuff. But
Okay.
that's also a way for you, to kind of save money, but in the meantime, be able to, you know, exercise having your windows tinted, because it does help.
Yes.
And for
How do you
those, like,
spell it?
go ahead.
How do you spell it? I'm gonna put it in the chat. Clean tint.
Yeah, tint, CLING, and it's tint film.
Oh,
And you just kind of put it on your windows, and it's removable, so you can take it off and put it on and all of that, so you can reposition it if you need to, if you do something, kind of wonky or whatever. So it's repositionable, and you don't have to have it all, year long if you don't want to. If you want to change the color or whatever, you can switch it up however you like.
So you don't have to use any kind of solution on your windows. You're just kind of attaching it.
Kind of attach it on there, from what I understood.
I
yeah.
like
Probably
that.
make sure they're clean, really clean. Because you know how we get film on our windows and stick it
Yeah.
on. That's interesting. I
Huh.
might use that for the front of my van. I have tint in the back of the van, and I couldn't agree more. Park in the shade, and then I tend to park the front of my window toward where the sun is coming in, because the back of my van with the tinted windows that I have, it's like she said, 10 to 15 degrees cooler. And if I have fan going, I'm generally fine,
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
the shade is a huge help.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Even if you have like, I have an air conditioner in the back, and I have an air conditioner, the vehicle air conditioner, but I can't always use my air conditioner, the one that comes with the Class B, because it takes up a lot of juice. So if I'm not plugged in, the engine has to be running.
Oh, you mean? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In shade actually helps everybody, including me, with two ACs. Yeah.
Definitely.
So in your vans, because I mean I'm in my SUV and I haven't like yet figured out like a way to put up a partition between the front, which is the hottest, and the back, but I will typically stay out, and we'll talk about solutions for that later. Like, do you have a partition so that the front from the back you can kind of keep that little air control?
I actually do. Oh, you're talking to Fia. I'm sorry, Fia, right?
Both of y'all.
Yeah.
Fia gave me some curtains because Fia started out in a mini camper van. And so when she didn't use it anymore as her camping thing, she gave me her curtains. So I have a rod and I have these blackout curtains, and it really helps a lot. And I had taken them down because I'm in my home base of Ohio. But more recently, as I've been going to parks and everything, I just bought a new rod and I put it back up. And I discovered I didn't need 2 curtains, just one. And baby, it is so cool. Yeah, it's cool. It makes a world of difference. So yes, I do have it.
Yeah,
I just got a $2. Well, don't get the $2 rod at a store. Get like maybe an $8, because when I got the $2 ones, they bend really easily.
Oh yeah.
Just get maybe spend a couple of extra bucks and get a sturdier one, and that curtain, that blackout curtain, and my tinted windows and my fans, I'm good.
Yeah, same here. My blackout curtains in my Class B, when I have my engine AC running, right? Those blackout curtains, if you step through the blackout curtains after I've cooled off the front cabin, it is so hot back there. And I'm sure y'all experience that too. But
yes,
it works both ways, because if I turn on the AC in the back, right, it'll stop and the sun is beaming through the front. Those blackout curtains really make it, that partition really makes a difference. And keep the back cool as well. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, see, for my SUV, the most that I have is a visor, and my visor that goes in my windshield is actually white. It's got some color designs or whatever, but it's actually white. But I hate putting it up because, that's where I get my views from for the most part. I have all the windows in the truck naturally, but that's where I get my views from for the most part.
At the front, that's where you get your views from?
Right.
Oh, okay.
So it's hard for me to want to, put anything up in the front windshield because I want to be able to see where I am and what's going on.
That's true.
So it makes it a little bit different, I guess, the way that you travel. I would love to have a van or something like that. Maybe one day.
You're going to get
yes, definitely.
Box truck.
Yeah, I'm getting my box truck.
You say, DG, you wanted to upgrade to a conversion van? Or
yes, I would love, like something like what she's got is exactly what I want. Yeah,
I agree. I like that style, the van that she has as well. And in Texas, I know Texas is hot. I know it's humid in Texas.
Yes, very humid, girl. Half the heat that you feel in the temperature is humidity.
Yeah.
Well, it's like that in the Midwest, but I didn't realize, because I'm used to, when I was driving out west, every place out west had that really dry heat. And I was in Texas, but I even stayed in Texas, but it was like, it was going into winter. So I didn't feel that humid, but I'm glad you told me, because being in humidity is not.
Yes. Texas is hot. And as a native, well, I don't know what I'm native to now, but as a Texan, I wouldn't do Texas in the summertime. Huh?
That's right. You are a Texan. I forget, because you moved.
Because I've been in South Carolina so long now.
Yes. But you once a Texan, always a Texan.
Yes, girl.
It's
Ohio, in the blood now.
Always an Ohioan. Yeah. We can branch out, but Ohio, I'm an Ohioan.
Yeah.
So let's see what else she suggests.
Yes.
Okay.
Ways to stay cool in the van is to have a Max Air fan installed. I was a little bit late to the game having mine put in, and it's definitely a game changer. The Max Air fan works a couple of different ways. You can turn the fan on, open a window, and it sucks the hot air out of the van, or you can reverse it and it brings cool air into the van. Now, a couple of things I like about the Max Air fan is it's also white noise. So for instance, if I'm parked at a roadside park and there's, quite a bit of traffic noise coming by, I love the white noise from the Max Air fan. And I feel like anything you can do to just keep the air circulating in the van is going to be helpful. I mean, even like your own body temperature brings the heat up. Another product that I love is this
Okay, pause there.
USB fan. And I love that you can rotate.
It will go back a little bit. I love
and she brought up another good point too, because I know I have a couple of fans. So, but I think Fia mentioned she had a Max Air, an AC.
Yeah, I have a Max Air fan and an AC.
Okay. How do you
And so how does that work? Like you open it to let the hot air out, and then while the AC is blowing?
Oh, it makes such a difference. Okay, so before I figured out I couldn't use my AC all the time, or after I figured out I could not, because of power, issues, you have to have so much power to have the AC constantly running.
Right.
I started using my Max Air fan. So what you do is I open the back two windows and I let it pull the air from the back up through the middle where the Max Air fan is.
Mm-hmm.
So the AC is in the very, very back. The Max Air fan is kind of like in the front.
Mid or something.
Middle, yeah. Okay, and so you open up your front windows, open up your back windows, and open up the Max Air fan, and it just creates a nice circular breeze coming through your van. So it uses it's 12 volt, so it's not using nearly as much power as my AC. It's a
12 volt. That means it's connected to your what?
12 volt
battery. To your
how does
it run? I mean, how does it run?
It doesn't require 12 volt doesn't require as much power as like a 120.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like AC, I think, right?
Did you have to get yours?
I think it's DC. Girl, I don't know. We not even finna get into the electrical stuff.
Exactly. Did you have to get it?
I don't know.
So how does it get put in? Do you need somebody to carve out that space?
Oh, I've been watching people on YouTube for years. They cut open their van.
Yes, I meant cut open. I carve.
Yeah.
Right. They cut open. They make an opening in their cargo van or whatever, and put it in themselves, or they hire somebody to do it. I think.
Yeah. Whenever you see it, like it looks like it's a pretty easy install. It's just making sure that you seal it up well so that you don't have rain or anything afterwards.
Yeah, but it takes way less juice from your battery. I have a house battery, obviously, and I have an engine battery. So when it pulls from the inverter and the battery, it's not using nearly as much. My refrigerator is 12 volt too, so I could leave both of those on all day if I wanted to, and my battery wouldn't drop. I mean, it wouldn't like empty.
Cool.
So I love the Max Air fan idea. If you don't have,
it runs off your watts. I mean, how many? It runs off when you say house, it runs off the watts of your house battery. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I'm just trying to get it straight in my brain.
You're right. You're right. I'm still trying to understand it myself. My husband.
I know he helps you. I know, right? I know.
Goodness for him, but yeah, it's I've learned a lot about the whole battery
thing. Okay.
So Frankie, how do you keep your van cooled?
Well, I have something here, and this is what I love, and I'm not. So this is one thing, and I just bought this one the other day. I've always had one of these. I really like this because, and it works, and then also it spritzes you. So I even like, you see now I probably have spritz all on my thing, but I really, really like this fan. It does the trick. It runs by batteries, but let me clean my glasses. It runs by batteries, but it really, it does the trick. I'm a person who can, like, if it's 85 degrees or less, I'm pretty good in a van. I think so I use this, and I have like 4 different kinds of fans. I should have brought them in. I'm inside, obviously. I think this lady was getting ready to show some kind of fan. I have one of those kind of fans. I have like 4 different, and they're small fans and they work. And this one really works. I also like this one because, and I wanted to show y'all. So of course it squirts water, but just if I have something that needs, just a little mist, like I'll put vinegar and this is a little spoon, or just in the morning, like say I'm running out before my shower and I just want to brush my teeth and wash my face. I use a little cup or whatever to brush my teeth. But then this works really well with a washcloth. You spray your face with water and it works really well. So this does multiple things. And I like these little fans. I mean, they're cheap. They're like $10. Sometimes the water can be do what water be doing, but it's a really good, I think, investment because again, I clean my silverware. You can spray, I got a vinegar spray. So I'll spray something with vinegar and then water. I also have a water spray, but for my face in the morning, or even if you're just hot, I have hot flashes and this thing just works. I just spray myself and it's really good.
So, and then another thing, so I have a couple of fans and they're rechargeable fans that I try and hang up or, kind of cattywonk somewhere so that they blow on me, and those work pretty good too. And I think I got one of them from Dollar General and the other one I ordered off of Amazon.
Okay.
And they work pretty good. But has anybody tried the little ACs off of Amazon that you can put a little bit of water in or put some ice in? I think they call them like swamp coolers back in the day, but now they have like sophisticated name, but they used to call them swamp coolers. You put some water in and they actually blow cold air.
Oh, I just saw a channel.
I think I've seen something like that in Walmart.
And I see
they sell them all over the place. Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's. Like this time of year, you'll definitely find one. Yeah, and all kinds of sizes. You can get them large. You can get them little small, compact ones.
Okay. I just saw a channel. He had one of those kind of fans on his channel, and he was saying that, in general, if it's not a real hot day, they work. But if it's like an extremely hot day, then forget about it. I had something called an Arctic Air. It was the worst purchase.
Yeah, that was one.
Yeah, you put it around your neck, and it was little. It was for a chicken neck. It's like it was so small, and it was supposed to like. I was like, they didn't make this. Whose neck did they make this for? And I didn't feel like it was really cool. It was more aggravating just hearing the zzz, the buzz. She's talking about white noise. I like white noise, like somebody talking or whatever, but sounds and things, that thing drove me crazy. Like that.
Really?
I even wrote an article on that air, like skip it. Don't even if people look in the comments, if they're able to click on my little link here, this isn't the one about Arctic Air, but I just wrote about like some subscription services that you can use, and we'll get to that later, because mostly when I'm suggesting the subscription services, it's for places when you just can't be in your van or your vehicle. So later, but that's what I wrote something about the Arctic Air, and that's unless you got a skinny neck, and you like noise, you like just blowing, you like this. It's not white noise; it's aggravating noise blowing up on you, and then it just gets like a little part of you, No.
I like the white noise though. The thing she was saying, like when you're at a truck stop, sometimes you don't want to hear everything, and you're like, you know what, I need something to kind of balance out the sound.
Kind of sound. I use I have a video roll or a podcast. That's my white noise as opposed to something. But I agree. She's got some good tips so far.
Yeah. Let's see what else she says. Let's see what she says about this fan.
Okay.
Yeah. Another product that I love is this Opolar fan. It's a USB fan, and I love that you can rotate it and point it wherever you want. And sometimes I'll even clip it in other places just to keep the air flowing right on top of me. I'd say keep the windows open in your van when you can. Just having that air circulating is going to help out a lot. I also ordered a roll of Reflectix and custom cut it to fit each window in the van. So if I'm going to be parked somewhere for a while and it's pretty hot outside, that Reflectix is a game changer in keeping the sun from heating up the temperature inside the van. This is kind of a cool thing. I found out about this from another van lifer. So this is called a cooling blanket. I'll put a link in the video description, but when you hold this next to you, the temperature of the fabric feels cool, almost like you have a cool wrap on. Like it feels really good even right now next to my skin. And then another thing I do is
hold that thought right there.
So
because as I was scrolling Amazon, I actually saw that because I was like, best items to beat the heat or whatever. And it came up with a cooling blanket, but I was like, would you put on a cooling blanket in the middle of summer?
No, I seen a pillow. I couldn't see doing it. It depends.
I would sleep with one.
I would sleep with it.
I could see sleeping with it. Yeah, definitely. I was in the store the other day, and I guess they pulling out all their beat the heat stuff. I saw a cooling pillow, and I was like, how would that work? But I don't know. Sometimes these new things that come out don't work for me, but I'm not saying it wouldn't. But I thought about it. It wasn't expensive. It was under $20, and it was a cooling pillow. So it's kind of the same concept.
Where'd you see that?
I don't like to get them publicity, but I saw that Sam Walton store. I'll call it Sam Walton. That's Walmart. I saw it at Walmart.
Well, I'm gonna do because I like the way that sounds. So I'm gonna help you do some research, and I'm gonna go get me one. And I'm gonna let you know how it works.
I would like. I'm curious to know how that works because if you're laying down and, I'm curious. So yeah, and it was under $20. I mean, I think they had different levels of it. So like if you wanted a more expensive one and down the chain, but yeah, I'll be interested to know how it works for you.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
You should do a whole video.
You talked about a series of stuff just now.
Well, who did?
Becoming Bev.
Oh, her name is Becoming Bev.
Yes.
I like her. I like the vibe of her.
Like 2 or 3 things. I don't remember all of it. What DG?
So she had talked about the cooling blanket, the USB fan with the clip, and then she had talked about just kind of leaving your windows open as much as possible to let the air circulate, and also the Reflectix. Now, my Reflectix I usually put up at night, and I don't know how mine would be effective during the daytime because on one side I have them with black fabric, so I use them as my blackout at night so I can go to sleep. And then on the inside, on some of them, not all of them, I have like a curtain that I cut up so that I could decorate so the inside looks nice when I do put them up.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how effective they would be once you do something like that. Because as you notice in her video, hers were naked. So
you mean her windows were naked or naked?
Her reflectors were naked. So the reflectors, they're like an aluminum type.
I've had them. I found just because my windows are tinted in the back, I found that to be sufficient. Like I don't even put up. I'm not saying I don't like reflectors. I was gifted some reflectors and they worked wonderfully, but usually I'm so tired and I use them at some points, but I found that more nice than not. You can't see in my van because the way my windows are tinted, you would literally have to do this to see in my van. So, and I feel like the tint on that van it works incredibly well. Like I feel like I don't need the now. What I would use the reflectors for and your blackout to your point is that if sometimes I'm like camping like at a Planet Fitness and I want to make sure you don't even see my light. Like if I sneak and turn on my light and I don't even use my laptop or my Kindle, I want to make sure you can't see a glow in my van. So that's what I do. But as far as if I'm just going to sleep, you can't see in my van.
It helps a lot. It helps a lot to put up the reflectors before you go to bed, especially in the summertime. Depending on where you are, if you put your reflectors up before you go to bed, not on the blackout side. In the summertime, I put it up. I have the blackout side and then I have the reflecting side. But when you wake up in the morning, if you wake up around 10 o'clock, it's hot in that van already. So if you put that reflectors up at night, you're saving yourself a whole bunch of trouble trying to cool off that van.
once
To
you get
your
up.
point, though, Fia, I'm like DG. What DG said earlier, she said I'm way too nosy. So for me to not my windows, I can see out my windows, but people can't see me. So I'm way too nosy, and I want to see what's going on around me.
That's why
I
you
was
need,
just,
that's
I
why
was
you
just.
need a camera system. I have a camera system that
Well, see,
allows
you do have a camera, and I agree, and that's
See, I
and that's
plan
how
on
you're
getting
able to
one
see.
myself.
you can see
That's
what's
how
going
you're able to
on
see, and
out.
that's. But and then the only city that I woke up and 10 o'clock is I wake up way earlier than that. But the only city that I woke up thought I would die is Las Vegas. So you are correct. I could see using those in Las Vegas because the sun don't even greet you with a sunrise. It just comes out like bam. I mean, they sun is so just
Yeah, it's something else.
Vegas is like I ain't never been to a place where you don't get to get romance with the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It just come out like boom. I didn't even think they had sunrises or sunsets because it's just so bright. When you get up, you like, so that's good. I think they would work perfect for me in Vegas until I get a camera, which I don't want a camera for the minivan, but maybe for the box truck. What do you think?
There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you do, and that'll be your best thing
I'm gonna
because
have to because
unless you plan on putting windows in, then that's really going to be the best way for you to see outside anyway.
Absolutely. Yes. Great point. You're right. And no, I don't. I wish there could be like one window back there, but there won't be. So I'm gonna have to do
I
the
don't have no
backup
windows at all.
in the front cab.
Okay, maybe you're gonna do a fantastic fan and that'll let some
Yeah,
light.
I agree. Now that's what I
Yeah.
would consider doing. The
Yeah.
Max Air fan or the Fantastic fan. That's what I would consider doing. Definitely.
We'll do like a little sun, what do you call those? Like a sunroof or whatever, so that you can have, good light
Oh, I know
coming
you're
in
talking
from the
about.
top.
I know you're talking about the.
Yeah.
Look,
You know what though? If I were to get a box truck, one of the things that I wouldn't even do an AC unit. I would do two different fantastic fans, one in the front and one in the back. Because what you do is you open up both of them and you let one pull the air out and you let one pull the
One
air
pull the air
in.
in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Circular cooling.
He's circular. You're right, because in the
Yeah,
box
that would
truck,
actually be really good.
I didn't even really think about that. But that's a great tip because in a box truck, you don't have windows, so there's nothing to open unless you just open the back. But if you're at a campground, you could do that. But you know what I mean? But you're right. I'm gonna have to have.
And that'll give you your lighting too.
You're right. That's a great tip.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, so let's see what else she says.
Okay.
Sometimes if it's really, really hot, like I first discovered this little hack when I was in Tulum with my daughter. And I found out that eco-friendly means we have no air conditioning, and it was hot there. So I took my sarong, I would wet it and put it in the refrigerator of the hotel room and just lay it on me. Like it just cooled my body temperature off enough that I could get cool enough to fall asleep. And then I just kept it with me like the whole time we were on this trip, and everywhere we'd go, I would just wet it down and drape it across my shoulders. So it was, cold wetness against my skin and on the back of my neck. And then it was also a way to, kind of stay in the shade, keep my arms covered up without having to wear long sleeves. Another thing that I like are these.
Oh, that's a great tip.
You put them down and you just place them on the back of your neck and immediately feel cooler. You have to be careful with those because you'll still be hot, but you'll feel cooler. I keep one in my hiking backpack. If you need to cook outside of the van. I know even just heating the water up in the
take a pause real right there.
Yeah,
So we had brought up the cooling ones for your neck. So, but we got to find some good ones that's not for skinny chicken necks, like Frankie said.
Yeah, I've done the thing where you wet a towel, like any towel, and put it in my refrigerator. I let it cool off, or sometimes I let it freeze.
I would have never thought of that. I'm thinking, well, I have my fridge. I keep something light in there. For days like that when I'm out camping.
A really light scarf or something.
They sell these, and I didn't buy it. I was at a conference, like a women's conference, and they gave us these things. And the only way I can describe it, it looks like it's a little tampon. I mean, that's just how it looks. But what it is a cooling rag. So you put this entire, or like a popsicle, and you put it in the freezer. and then you take it out. It's a cooling rag. I made a video about it a long time ago, but yeah, and I guess you could buy them online. I think I did look it up online, and you can buy them online, but they're like little, I'll say popsicles, you know, and you put them in your freezer. And you take them out, and it's like a mini cloth. And I was giving them at a women's conference, but then I thought about, hey, I might want some of those. And I looked it online, and they do sell them online. So that may be an option. I didn't find it really. It could have been something you do on your own. I could have froze my own washcloth, but you might find it helpful and at least cute, you know. But
You
I
remember,
didn't. Huh?
you remember the name of it, Frankie?
I don't. I'll try to Google it on our when we listen to her again and get the name of them. I
Okay.
sure will. Okay, I'll try to Google it.
All right. So
I want to say Dove made them.
Gigi, she mentioned something else, but she did a stove last. But what was that other picture?
So it was the cooling towel and it was the sarong. Those were the two things that she had mentioned.
Okay, so she was showing she must have showed the stove twice. I thought it was.
I think she was showing two different ones or something. We had just cut off right there
Okay. Okay.
because she was getting into the other thing that I had written down was being outside of your vehicle to stay
Ooh.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had some ideas, but we'll listen to what she's got to say and we'll riff off of that.
Okay.
Side of the van, I know even just heating the water up in the morning for my morning coffee definitely increases the temperature in the van. That's great for the wintertime, not so great for the summertime. I have up to 3 layers of insulation in the van. My van has lots of windows in it, and the windows definitely make the van warmer, I think. When I'm just going to be parked somewhere overnight, typically I just pull up the shades and let the curtains down. I don't take the time to put the reflectix up. I put the
love her curtain.
up if I'm going to be someplace warm for a couple of days or more. I feel very fortunate to have a house.
What did you say about the reflectors?
No, I said I love her curtain.
I love her curtains too.
Yeah,
I really do too.
She's so creative in
She's
that way.
creative. Yeah, definitely.
Bel Air AC attached to my roof. Now, that really doesn't help me much if I'm parked like at a roadside park or a hotel parking lot or something like that. I need to be plugged in order to use that AC.
Mhm.
So if it's going to be really hot outside, I'm going to be looking for a campground, or I'm going to be mooch docking, or I'm going to find some place where I can plug in and have that AC going.
Okay,
Now, what I
pause
found-
right there. Okay, so she talked about two things, which was cooking outside rather than inside, which makes sense to me. What are some of the solutions that you guys would use for that, depending on the way that you camp?
Well,
I
first
never
of all,
can.
I'm eating out. I'm just keeping it real. I'm gonna keep it 100.
100.
I love eating out when I'm on the road. I do have an air fryer, and I have all the things I need to cook just in case there's an emergency. But if ain't no emergency, I'm not cooking.
Yeah, it ain't happening. She got all those nice appliances.
I got the electric burner in case I want to put a skillet on top.
Mhm.
I have
Air
something
fryer.
I do really simple things like I have to show y'all. It's like it's called an egg rolly.
Mhm.
Mhm. What
It's
is
like-
that?
I'm gonna see if I can. You know what? Let me see if I can grab it. But you just plug it in and you put your 2 eggs inside of it, and it turns it into like a long cooked egg. So
Oh wow.
I'll do that inside because it doesn't generate a lot of heat.
Okay.
And then you just take your, if you're gonna make some sausage, obviously I can use my microwave creatively. But the little egg thing, I do quick things in my van.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
In terms of cooking. But anything heavy duty, no. That's outside, like she said. But
I don't. For me, I would never cook in my van. It's such a small space, and I don't want those smells, like a food smell, on me.
Right.
So when I'm camping at campgrounds, I do cook. I'll use my butane stove, or I'll cook over what I love to do over the wood fire. Like I'll just put something, over my fire and cook something like that. When I was on the road for the last 10 months, I found myself eating out, but just because I saw a lot of practices in restaurants and stuff, and I'm like, I can't keep taking my food. I just, so for me, even though I'm a eat out type of person, I don't want to do it. When I get back on the road, I want to really figure out a solution. My cousin gave me this little camp stove. It doesn't use butane or propane. You use little twigs, and you use cotton balls. You seen that? And basically, it would just be good for like rolling up, like coffee, boiling some water for coffee, or if you had like a can of soup, something really simple. But at least that would help me, because in the summer I can do tuna packs. I'll go in the store and buy cucumbers and tomatoes, and at least I keep it light during the summer. Let's just say that. And then for my meal, I do want a meal, but I find myself warming up stuff. So I may go into like one of the grocery stores, and they may have a block of meatloaf or a block of lasagna, and I'm basically warming up stuff because I do want hot food. I had a couple of bad experiences with some restaurants. It's really just like, oh my God, I'm not eating at a restaurant ever, but we'll see. What about you? What do you do?
Listen, so I will typically try and get out of the car, and I know on this last camping trip, what I did was I cooked outside. I had like a whole setup with my stove, and I had an extra cooler because I had an extra person with me, but I have my fridge that's in that stays in my car, and I use my electric to power that. So I have all my stuff in the cooler, and I have a little stove, and I do a little outside setup.
Okay.
Now, I currently have a tarp that I can put over myself in my hatchback if I'm doing it straight out of my car, or even if I'm at a campground. But I want to get one of those it's a tent, but it's made for, it's just all the walls are open vented, and then it has the mosquito and no-see-um nets around it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can like set it up for like your daytime and hang out in there, put your chairs in there, cook in there, and that way you don't have so many scents and stuff going on, but you also don't have so many bugs to deal with.
Yeah.
And if it starts raining, you're covered. I want to get one of those to kind of cover all the bases.
What does that cost? Have you looked into the pricing of those?
As a matter of fact, I can get on Amazon right now
and look it up.
See if I can look it up.
And I was going to look up those Dove cooling cloths. I think they're by Dove.
While she's doing that, here is the egg rolling.
It looks cute. Let's see.
That is too cute, and it's nice and compact too.
Egg Master, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then look down the hole, right? If I can get it towards the camera. This is where you open up, you crack your eggs.
And then cooks your eggs?
Yeah, you crack
those.
I only put 2 in at a time.
Oh. I want
one. Exactly. How much was that, Fia?
I don't remember. My husband bought it off of Amazon.
Okay, well, we could Google it.
Egg Master.
Oh, Egg Master. Okay.
So before you put your eggs in, you need cooking spray, right?
Uh-huh.
So cooking spray.
Excuse me.
So you take the cooking spray,
mm-hmm.
you spray a little bit in here,
mm-hmm.
and then you crack your 2 eggs, put them down the middle, and like in 5 minutes, you have fully cooked eggs.
Does it come out? You say like a hot dog? I mean,
it comes out like a hot dog or a pickle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they well cooked? Are they meat?
Oh yeah. It's sometimes the yellow doesn't get as hard as I want it to be.
Okay.
I don't like runny yellow eggs.
Okay. I don't either.
So you need they come with like a long stick.
Mm-hmm.
The stick you put that in while it's cooking. Okay.
Oh.
So the stick holds the egg once it hardens.
Mm-hmm.
You can pull it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Otherwise you'd be burning your fingers, right? Trying to get the egg.
You would have to get like some kind of stick. Okay, I understand.
So it's real quick. It's a real quick breakfast, and you don't have to like open your van or anything. Just
You get your protein. Have
Right.
y'all ever used, you Danette or you Fia? Have y'all used a like that little griddle thing? It's real small. You can cook like a
Those
little.
little mini griddles and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yes, I use those all the time. I have one for making waffles, and then I have a flat one for just like small stuff if I wanted to put some sausages on there and just cook something real quick. I have 2 of them right now. I want like 10 more. I want the little
they are
toaster
cute.
one too.
They are
Yeah.
very cute.
Where did you
My-
get those? Is that Walmart?
I think I actually got them from Target. I think
Okay.
I got one from Target and one from Walmart because at the time I was like, I don't want to go to Walmart
I know.
because I just was like, I don't even like Walmart no
I
more.
know. I
So
get
I
it
was
at
going to
home,
Target,
too.
but here I don't have a Target to go to. So
You go to the Walmart. Yeah, I will. I'll go to just because they cheap, but still. I
Yeah.
heard, yeah. So just because they're cheap, I
but
don't
they
have
work
one.
really well.
My cousin brought one when he traveled, and I was like, "That's so cute." You can use it in a hotel,
Yes.
anything.
And they pack up so well.
They
I
do. They're
love like if
small.
I were to like have a collection of them, I feel like I could put them in like a little lunchbox and just have a little section for those.
Oh yeah,
Me-
you're right. A lunchbox would be great. That would be great. And you know what? That might be something I get for a campground, either like your egg rolly or one of those little waffle things. Because I think he
Mm-hmm. Girl,
something.
that's breakfast right there.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do that. I got a camping trip coming
Egg
up. So
Master, y'all. Egg
it's
Master.
called Egg Master. Did you put it in the tips?
Let me see if I can find it real
So
quick.
for the
Oh,
tents, they're ranging anywhere from like $50 and up. So you can get one that's very affordable for yourself, or you can go out and spoil yourself.
and get a big one. I have a little pup tent, but that would just be, I wouldn't. That's not what you're talking about. Egg
So-
rolly or egg master.
Oh, I've had both. I have 2 of each. I have one in my
Okay.
van that's probably called a Rolly, but in the
Mhm.
house, in the fifth wheel, it's called Egg Master. But on
Oh.
Amazon, it's $35.
That's not bad for something that lets
Yeah.
you cook. Because if you went into like say a restaurant and wanted like a
Mhm.
couple of eggs and you probably could even throw some. I don't know if you like the real bacon bits. Those the one they claim the real thing. Something
Yeah.
like that. That would save you every day. I sent y'all
Oh
a
yeah,
text.
you're right. You can because you in this egg rolly, you can do eggs and drop a few bacon bits in there,
Oh, that would be
and
good.
then you have
Mm-hmm. Make you a little omelet type thing.
exactly in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, trying to decide which one I want.
It's super helpful, especially for van life. It's so quick.
Yeah, and I think being able to, have stuff like that where you can make, a somewhat healthy meal at home. I love eating out too, and usually what I'll do is before I get to where I'm going, if I'm not going to be driving around in the city,
Mhm.
I'll get like my last meal before I start cooking everything.
Yeah. Okay. So when you say you'll get your last meal,
So before I like go to a campground or I go far out, I'll get that last good. I'll stop at a restaurant or get me some Chick-fil-A or whatever it is that I'm going to get. Because after that, then I know I'm going to be cooking for myself for the next few days or whatever.
okay, good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so that I can enjoy eating out too, because I love to eat out.
Me too. Because when you're traveling, when I'm traveling and I'm taking a road trip, I feel like I'm on vacation. So it's like I don't want to cook all the time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so let's see what she says next.
Okay. Yep.
Personally, anything below 70 degrees outside for a nighttime temperature is pretty comfortable for sleeping in the van. Anything above that, especially when it gets up into the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
it's just hot. It's just hot. So one of the things that you can do is, just search for cooler temperatures, like drive north. I'm getting ready to take off in the van the first week of July, and I feel like I absolutely want to drive north and hit some of those cooler nighttime temperatures. Another way to stay a bit cooler is the less amount of clothes you sleep in, the
That's
better
true.
you are for staying cool.
Pause right there.
Too. Now, of course, keep your clothes close by in case you just need to grab those and put them on in the middle of the night. And that's it.
Pause there.
for you for keeping cool in the van. If any
Oh, let me change
The first thing she had talked about was driving further north to try and stay, in the cooler temperatures. And I also had noted, going up in elevation, going up in the mountains and stuff like that, to also try and stay cooler because it's going to be naturally cooler. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah,
For-
I agree.
I've never really. Oh, see, she's. How do you send somebody a link and then they call you?
But what'd you say?
So what I really never tried going up in elevation. I've been up in elevation, but it wasn't like something I did it to escape the hot weather. But one of the things that when I drove out west, like I was in Las Vegas and I just literally was gonna die because it was so hot. I'm talking about 100 degrees, a buck in May, like a 100 degrees in May. So when I got to California, I used to live in California. One of the things I never knew, which I told Dr. J, one of our, San Diego is 70 degrees. It's just like, and that's why I stayed there for like 3 months because you don't have to chase. Like, it's a funny story. I was talking to another YouTuber and she was in Palm Springs by Joshua Tree and she was in an Airbnb. Stephanie, I'm talking about Stephanie Perry. And I was in San Diego and she was like, well, Frankie, I don't know how you're in your van. It's just so hot in California. I said, it's not hot where I'm at. Where are you at? She's like, Palm Springs. Well, yeah, but it's just a total different degrees. People don't, right. I didn't even realize that. And I lived in California, but San Diego, just hands down. And that's why you find a lot of people. One of the things I noticed in San Diego, a lot of people live in vehicles. And I'm talking about everybody from people who look like us to people who look like her. I've seen a lot. And I'm talking about like people going to, it was amazing how many people live in RVs, live in cars, live in SUVs, live in minivans. It's just a thing. And I know it's because of the weather. The weather is wonderful. And to her point, 60 degrees, that's cold at night for me. I'm okay with 80 degrees in a van.
Me too.
Yeah, because I grew up, and the way I grew up, and we didn't have air conditioning. So for me, I can deal with heat. It's cold. I can't deal with the cold. But I can deal with the heat better than a lot. Now,
I think I'm going in and out. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can't. Are you? Yeah, because we couldn't hear you.
You still there?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes,
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I was going in and out.
See, with that beautiful
San Diego is absolutely perfect weather. Even going there in the winter. I would go to San Diego for a winterscape if I ever wanted to, was ready to go to California again. As that was really, really nice.
It's beautiful.
I heard it's really beautiful.
It's breathtaking. And you talking about the sunrise, baby. It's just, I don't know. I fell in love with San Diego. Really.
I will say, in terms of, there is one instance where I drove, not intentionally, but I was meeting Frankie one year and, I drove from Florida through Georgia, Tennessee, Indiana, and we met in Indiana. So it was like way cooler. And I don't know if it was, obviously it was cooler, but it was summertime. I was like, Ohio seems cooler.
It seemed cooler to you?
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes I believe
it was like there was one summer when I went to the Adventure Bandits hangout, and I was in Ohio, and it was just as hot. That's what it was. Okay, so there's two separate instances. I went to see Frankie in Indiana, and it was cooler. And I don't know if that was because we were on the water. We were
on the beach. Yeah.
But when I went to Ohio for the Adventure Bandits, it was freaking, super duper hot. And I was like, this feels just like Florida.
Sometimes.
I couldn't figure out why.
It's not really, so it's very humid. Like last week here, or a couple of weeks ago, we had some hot days. And then now we've been having some perfect days. So I just think with the climate change, which I believe is happening, it just, would never get a 90-degree day in May. Or April.
Yeah.
And we've had that here. So that's something that's very unusual. It is just hot here. and really just August, that's a month that I find that it kind of gets, a bit unbearable.
Yeah.
But this time of April, May, June, July,
Yeah.
it's so doable for me. And again, I just because I prefer heat over cold and I can tolerate it. 85 degrees and lower, I'm good. I'm generally good no matter where. And I don't even need the air. And I'm in a house where they turn on central air and I'm always freezing in people's house. I go sit in my van. Like really, I cannot
Mhm.
do
You can
air.
Yeah.
When I lived on my
Listen,
own,
I love to sit under blankets.
yeah, you do. And see, that air just aggravates me. It's like my ears. It seems like my ears are just
too much of
aching.
it.
It's just too much. Air is just too much on me. The summer that I spent before I moved into a van and I had the roommate situation, I did not. When he left, I did not turn on the air the entire summer, and not because I couldn't, because I didn't need it. I don't care. It might have been 1 or 2 days that I turned it on. I'm just fine like that. I don't, it is what it is. I'm just fine.
Y'all, I've used my van as a sauna.
Okay.
Have you really? That would be a smart idea.
You want to sit on something like a crate or something, right? You don't want to sweat on your actual seats. So you want like a crate and put it in there. Don't start the AC because it's already gonna be like I think that one time I got in, it was 100 degrees.
Oh, okay.
Already in my van. So I was like,
right?
I'm gonna do a sauna before I go back in my fifth wheel and take a shower.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yes.
Sweat it out.
It's free, y'all. So heat is not bad, y'all. And I know this is about safety tips and staying cool, and we don't want to what do they call that when you
have heat exhaustion or pass out from heat exhaustion.
So you don't want to stay in your van too long because there are people on YouTube that actually use it as a sauna. I haven't lately. I need to, but I love
I'll have to look that up.
What it does.
I remember Fia did it last year.
It does a lot for my skin. Like I don't sweat naturally.
I don't either.
So when I get into a sauna, it's because I want my pores to get cleaned out and just like keep my skin nice and smooth. And so anyway, that's a tip too.
It is. I would have never thought of that, but now I might just go sit in the back of my SUV in my swimsuit.
Exactly. I'm like the lady said too, like you have to take the clothes off. Like I'm usually one of them people, even in summer, I got something covering my arms, covering my legs. I always wear these coats. Like they're like lab coats, but they're I always try these on my people like, why you always have them on? I just don't want to be sick. I just like to put on my little, I'm gonna show y'all. If y'all notice, I always have these on. I don't care if it's summer.
It's a jacket.
It is a jacket. I'm going to show y'all. I have these on. I have these on. And it started when I was a research associate. I used to work in a lab. And they, how you have the lab coats, but I didn't want to wear, I wanted a coat. So I started wearing these things. And I don't know. Let me show y'all. Hold on 1 second. I wear these all the time. I swear I have on these coats. I wear these everywhere.
I
always wear these. Can you see?
Let me make my screen bigger.
Okay. It's just a habit.
It looks like a light jacket. What happened?
Yeah, and but I mean, when I'm in the library or wherever I'm at, like right, I'm always cold, so I carry these. So even though I always have on tank shirts, but I always throw one of these on, and it's mostly for when I go into like a store, a library, a coffee shop. I'm always cold, and so but in the van, I'm stripped down. I'm like the lady said, it's just like it is what it is. And even if I'm at a park walking, I love being at parks where nobody knows me, and I just tank top and not shorts. I have this like skirt that I wear, just a little cotton skirt, and I'm just like free because I just love to be stripped down. So.
The other thing I was thinking about that I've tried is washing your hair, letting it drip, not drip dry, but like let your hair stay damp. Don't do I don't do hair dryers anyway, but just like let your hair cool you off
naturally.
Even if your hair is not wet, like even if you didn't wash your hair, take that little fan that Frankie was
You sharing.
You know, you can spray
Yeah, I missed your hair a little bit even.
your scalp.
Mm-hmm.
Just spraying your scalp makes all the difference if you're sitting in a hot van, trying to get the cool, you know,
That's
breeze.
interesting. That's very good. That's a good thing.
Yeah,
One of
just
the things I do,
locks
you
is
said
real easy.
to get them. I can see that. I can see that making you cool. You might even put some ice, not for real. But you know what? One of the things I do at night too, just because I'm usually walking in the park in the day, is that I have my collapsible bath. And so when I take off my clothes, and actually my doctor advised me to do this because I was having real bad allergies. So when I would come in, and so you usually if I'm in a house, I'll take a bath right after
Hmm.
in the summer, but in the van I got that collapsible bed, not bed, but bathtub, and so I fill it up with water, and I just take everything off and just sponge off, and before I put on my night clothes. So that's another thing that keeps me cool at night, just not having all that just stay on me. I just get it off from my head to my
Doing
toe.
it in a van.
Yeah, I just cool down. So it's not really, I'm not using soap, right?
Okay.
I may use a little bit, but it's not really a
You have a
purposeful.
little tub, is what you're saying?
Yeah, like it's like a little. You ever seen them collapsible sinks? I've traveled
Oh
with.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Yeah.
about buying one of those? Tell me which brand you got.
So I'll tell you after. It's in my van right now, but I will tell you what they really work. Now some people use
want
them. You can also now I don't use the one because some people use it for their dishes. I don't because it's the one that I use. I mean they're all tight. Some people have 3 or 4,
Yeah.
but it collapses and then and it has a drain in it. And so I
Uh-huh.
just take off everything and I just wipe down just to cool off my body, just every part of my body. And the water is so cool, and I just wipe.
Hmm.
Mhm. There was this park that I used to go to in San Diego, and the park had a filtered water. So it had a water fountain, but it also had where you could fill up your water, the filtered water. And I would fill up both of my, canteens every day with that filtered water. But also the Planet Fitness membership, which I just canceled, but you could get filtered water as well. And then
Okay.
then you could buy a jug of water, of course, for 49 cents or 29 cents, just depending on where you're at. So that's how I would get my water. And I just would buy it on I don't like traveling with like jugs and being cluttered and all that. So I just would buy it on maybe 2 gallons a day.
That's smart because I have a 5 gallon and I hardly even use it. Well, now that I drink more water intentionally, I might use it a little more, but I was just lugging around 5 gallons of water for almost no reason at all, except for like coffee and cooking.
Well, that's good. I mean, coffee, they have those cubes as well. Although my friend has those cubes where it's collapsible. Like you can fill them, they're a gallon cube, they're the shape of the cube, and then you can collapse them. I don't want to carry around all that. Now, if I'm at camping, usually every place I've ever camped, there's been a store. So we'll stop at the Dollar General, Dollar, whatever, and get like a bunch of water. And that's just for the campground. But generally, when you're at not generally, they have water. Not drink. I wouldn't drink it, but that's just if you want. Yeah, I wouldn't drink it. I don't even put it on my face, but I'll take a shower in there. So so I don't carry around water. I got enough stuff. That's probably why I got a little.
I know that's right.
I don't carry the big jugs of 2 gallon, 2.5 gallon, 5 gallon, but I carry 5 gallons. I think the equivalent of maybe 2.5 gallons, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Get the cases of water, right?
But you got like a little trunk thing, right?
Yeah. Well, I carry like, what is it, 24 bottles? How much is that? How
like
for bottles?
What you mean?
Like the 16-ounce bottles?
That's what they are.
Yes.
I got a 32 ounce.
How many gallons is that?
Ooh, a lot.
Probably
about
a lot. Exactly. We don't know.
No, instead of, because I feel like space is important, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna Google it, y'all. How many?
That's a shame. All y'all degree smart ladies on this, but we don't make those. But and I tutor. But you know what? We don't know.
I never really thought about like the cases in terms of like how many gallons is it. I've never even, it never crossed my mind. So I ain't even gonna lie.
I just think whenever I'm someplace first of all, these waters from the dollar, and they're from the dollar store. This is the best brand of water. Wait a minute, where y'all at? Ever. Eternal. I swear this water tastes just like Joshua Tree's water. Joshua Tree has the best water. But this water from the dollar, and they sell these at like major stores too, and they charge a lot for these Eternal waters. But I mean, these Eternal waters, they taste very different than even any type of bottled water. And most bottled water that I drink tastes just like tap water. But these Eternal water, they taste like, they say they come from a natural spring, and they actually taste like it. What you got up there?
It's 3 gallons.
Oh, so that's how much?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 3 gallons when you carry a 24 case, a case of 24.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I said all that because I like to carry lots of water.
Okay.
Not just to drink, because I don't like using my water pipes. I don't like using my water system.
Oh, that's right. You do got a water
My
system.
husband gets on me all the time. He's like, "Why don't you just use your water system?" So when I also don't do number 2 in my van unless it's an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to the toilet, I use some of my bottled water to keep the flow going with my toilet.
Okay. Does it come out and what? Does it?
Just pour water in there before you. I mean, obviously, there's already water in there.
Or you could use a bag.
No.
Yeah.
Well, for number 2, yeah, but right. But I'm saying
you mean for the other. Okay.
I just do number 1.
Okay.
So I use a bottle of water to rinse the toilet after I use
okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
another bottle to refill it after I'm done.
Okay.
So it's a lot, but it's my way of like, I don't want to use the piping and all that other stuff.
That's okay. I would even put a little solution in it, maybe like a little.
Oh yeah, I do that too. Yeah,
Okay.
I have the tank deodorizer.
Okay.
I pour that down there as well. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I try not to do number 2 unless it's just an emergency. But
you just got to.
Well, when my husband's with me, he's like, I'm using the bathroom.
Exactly. But you can't use a bag though. You know, you still can use a bag for that.
Right. And I've done that.
Yeah. Why not use a bag if you don't want it in there cleaning? And
with the bag, you can use like potpourri.
Are those wood chips? I have those.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody gave me, and I have like that for days. I swear. I'm like those pellets or whatever. But you can make your own stuff. What I mean, we're not talking about using rest. But I cut up cardboard, like paper towels or whatever. Yeah.
So I'm waiting on her to get to the one thing I really want to talk to, but let's see what she says next.
Okay. Or if you want to, we can skip ahead till she gets to. I know you want to talk about.
I'd love to hear them in the comments. I want to say thank you. I received this as a gift this week for something to keep me company in the van. So let me just show you how this thing works.
It's cute.
So it's got a little flip, a little switch you flip on the bottom. And then you can just it, and it'll talk right back to you.
I like that.
It's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
And he does too.
Oh, you cute.
I want one of those.
I do too.
He needs a name.
Those moments
could help me give my little cactus a name. That would.
Those moments when you want to talk to somebody.
Yes.
You don't want to talk to them.
Google.
Yes.
What's his name to be?
Just talk to your little cactus. I love that. That is too cute.
Would be great.
He kind of light up and look like a little bit.
And one of my favorite things about this little gift. It has an off switch.
There you go. There you go. Right there. That's the key.
Wait, what does she call that?
She wants a name for it.
A talking cactus? Is that talking cactus?
I didn't hear what she said, but if you probably Google talking cactus.
Yeah, it should come up.
That's so
I want to
cute.
thank Gilbert Nichols, one of my YouTube subscribers, for giving me the idea to do this video. I so appreciate it. And if any of you have video ideas, please leave me a note in the comments. Thank you. I hit 20,000.
Yeah, they have several on Amazon, girl.
Kind of.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Let me see.
Half the people watch my videos aren't
I
subscribed
think she's
to
done.
the channel. And I want to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah, she's done.
What is her channel called?
It's called Becoming Bev.
Okay, I want to look that up.
Yeah, I love her van though.
Okay, it is very cute.
Yeah, her van is one of my favorites. I think I have like a top 3, and hers is in my top 3.
That is a very
Van
cute
inspo.
Becoming Bev. I had never heard of her. I gotta subscribe. I like one of the tips she just said, and we gotta remember to say that. She was like, a lot of people, and if you look at your analytics, they may look at your channel and then they're not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed to What It Do DG,
yes,
make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment. We're doing this series and we want to grow it in everybody's channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Fia, that Boondocking Diva, because some people, they watch. I notice I get like 72% of watch. People aren't subscribed, so you want that ratio to be different. You want maybe half and half or whatever. So, but when they're not subscribed, you do have a chance of reaching a broader audience. But I'm gonna subscribe to Becoming Bev. I never heard of her, but I'm going to subscribe.
Yeah, she's got a really good.
If you see this video, go ahead and subscribe to What It Do DG.
Yes, like it and comment, and also share any tips that we haven't talked about in the comment section of DG's channel. If there's something we haven't, or Bev didn't talk about, or we didn't talk about, go ahead and add.
Danette has another part about living out your van too, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what I was going to say is this right here behind me. Go out to the water.
Woo!
And get in your swimsuit or your skivvies if you've got a private enough place, like she said, take off as much as possible and jump in the water and have a good time.
Right.
Yes. I also agree with that. Even in the amusement park, I think there was a van dweller. I can't think of her name. I don't know. If I think of it, I'll come back and put it in your I don't even know if she still is in the van, but she lived out, I think, in some very hot place. I can't remember where. And she bought her a subscription to an amusement park. And she was like, I don't care. It ain't have to be no kids. I ain't got no kids. I don't care. And she would go every day. She was I think she was in Arizona when it was like 100 degrees. And she was like, that's one of the ways that I stay cool. I ended up, I don't know if y'all can click on my link in my bio, not y'all, but the subscribers that come later, I ended up talking about 6 paid subscriptions that I bought when I was in Las Vegas. Stay cool, which was a movie theater subscription just to go and watch movies. I did that one. I did a hair salon, which was a beauty school. They wash your hair you could buy like 4 days of it. So on the days it would be really, really hot, I would go in there and get my hair washed. Like, yeah, I ain't got to rush. Don't that. I bought a car wash, and the car wash was interesting because in Vegas or Nevada, your car gets really dirty and just going through the line. And so I did that. And what else did I do? Oh, Circle K, which you paid $10 a month and you got a free drink every day. So you could go there every day. And even though I had the Panera subscription where unlimited drinks, you going to Circle K has the best ice. And so I would go to Panera, and it was just $9.99. And you got a free drink every day. So I would just go for the ice. I'm like, I already got a subscription service. I just want the ice. And that was a great deal because it's 30 days in a month or whatever. And so, because the ice is everything too. Ice helps you stay cool. So,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if y'all can see them playing in the water.
It looks so beautiful, Danette. I'm jealous.
Oh, I tell
you.
Can
you see them playing in the water in the boat?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
It reminds me of that time I was kayaking and that boat was coming towards me. I don't know if you remember, DG.
Yeah, I do remember.
Woo! I was in a lake. Well, I was in the same lake that she.
Yeah.
And I was kayaking, and they were trying to give me directions on how to get back to land because I don't know how to swim. Number one, but I was starting to panic.
Join the club. So you were with Danette.
I'm here.
No, I was saying, were you with the net? And did you have on a life jacket?
I did. I had on
Okay.
life jacket. I was hanging out with Danette for Kidogo Farms, and then they
Okay.
had me like a weekend thing.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, we were
hang out.
having a yeah, we were having a thing. I don't even remember which one it was now.
Because you've been
We
there.
had so much that summer.
And I learned how to shoot my first gun at
Oh,
that weekend.
oh my goodness.
Several of them brought their guns, and I was like,
Okay.
"Hey, can I try?"
And they're like, you okay.
That was my first. Yeah, that was my first kayak. That was my first gun shooting experience, and
Okay.
yeah, that was a fun summer.
A lot of fun. I'm glad you had a great time. Safety, we're talking because Fia thought about this van life safety series, and it's for any type of traveler because staying cool or staying like you could be out, you could be staying in a hotel at a festival, and y'all go to some festival and you're walking, and you can, how do you stay cool any way you travel? You know what I mean? Like any way that you travel. And this is very important because people have heat exhaustion, heat strokes. I mean, they even warned you. We were at Joshua Tree. They even warned us that people have actually became unalive for being out in this dangerous heat. And even in this, I felt like that. I'm telling you, Vegas is the hottest place. It's like 100 degrees. Like what? So it's very important to find ways to stay cool because heat exhaustion is very real. In some of the national parks, there are safety warnings, and at parks that, hey, you want to stay cool and in a van or any type of vehicle, even if it's your car, So
Right.
I think I know that these tips that we've shared, even like that will help people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know we already talked about it. I think DG was talking about drinking more water, but
Yeah, make sure you stay hydrated. And they've even got, the hydration packs to add extra hydration to just having water. And then
Yeah.
put on, hat, sunscreen, and stuff like that. Make sure you also protecting yourself from the sun, your eyes,
Absolutely.
sunglasses, and all of that stuff. You want to make sure that you're protecting as much as trying to keep cool.
That
Yeah.
is an excellent point. I was at a festival. I'm always somewhere, and they gave us some sunscreen, and it's so important. Even with brown skin, we think, hey, I don't need no sunscreen. I never used it, but let me tell you, we do need sunscreen, and anybody needs. So, like you said, stay hydrated. That's something I've been good about this year. And
Yeah.
then skin and vitamin D is good for us, but
Hmm.
vitamin D can also,
It
and
can
sun.
hurt you just as much as it can help you.
Absolutely. So we definitely, but hydration is definitely a good thing.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
I haven't always I think I tried a sunscreen and
Mhm.
I broke out. So
Okay.
I don't know if I'm using I don't use it on my face anymore. But
Definitely not your fit, but even try some
in my arms, yeah.
yeah, and then try some ones that are more natural than not. Because I know some
Right.
lotions these days irritate me, just regular lotion.
Yeah.
So try some that just, and then I wear that big. I have like my hats are in the van, but I'll put them in a community tab and refer them to your video. I have a lot of big hats that I wear.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like this is the time of the year to do your big hat
Yeah,
experiment and
I got
get some nice cute hats and some ball
got some
caps.
big hats. Yeah,
I
and some
bought
sunblockers.
one. I just bought one from Amazon.
Let's see it. Let's see.
Oh my god. Okay, let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold
Okay.
on. It just came in the mail.
Uh-oh.
Go on with your bad self.
Yeah, but I mean, it's several things that you can do. You find your style. I want to get one of those lightweight cowboy hats, the wicker ones that you wear in the summertime. I want
Yeah.
to get one of those for the summertime. I got a winter one.
I had one and I bought it really inexpensively at a store called 99. Not the I thought it was it's not called 99. These are the stores out west. They're like $9.99. It's called the
Mhm.
store's called 99 or something.
Okay.
It's like a store like a Gabe's. You ever heard of a Gabe's store? Just like one of these stores where they have something might be there one day and next day it's not there.
Okay. Yeah.
Those kind of stores.
Kind of
And
like a Tuesday morning or something like that.
I never heard of Tuesday Morning, but it's a store called Tuesday Morning.
Yes.
What? So okay, so it's Tuesday morning. Like you go there, you might see these, and then okay.
Yeah, and then you go back another day, it might not be there. And there's some stuff they have that are like stock stuff, but some stuff is like, if you want it, you probably should get it.
Let me see your hat fit. Try it on. If you want.
Yes.
It's
So this, I
cool.
don't know if it's gonna fit because I got on my hair
Or do you take it
wrong way.
yeah.
But if y'all look at this, can you see it?
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh, that is cute.
Yes,
Part
yes,
right here, this front part
yes.
here. Oh my God, this
It's
part.
very cute.
Covers
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
like
that's
seen
going to
a
be a
lot of
game
people-
changer in the summertime.
yes, it covers
Absolutely.
everything. And then it's got a ponytail part
Put your
back.
hair in the back.
You can
Oh,
put your
that'll be, you have to let me know how that works. I mean, your dreads are a little bit smaller than mine, but you have to let me know if that works well. I would love to try that.
That's
and
very
it's got the flaps. These flaps, you can use
Mhm.
them or you can tuck them.
When we were hiking, I seen a lot of
Okay.
people with those hats on.
You
That
can
is
tuck
so
That's cute.
That is
That's
so
really,
cute.
really cute.
That
I
is
like
so
that.
cute. Yeah,
And you
and
know,
then-
white matches everything. So
what is it?
you could get a white, you could get a pink. You know, I got
Oh,
no,
okay.
but
Ponytail hat.
Yeah, I like it. And then I like that it has that like opening too, because your hair is to breathe, you know? When we were hiking, I saw a lot of people with those type of hats. I got something similar, although the top flap isn't
Oh,
as
y'all, and wait a minute, it folds. It's not one of those hats where you got to keep the form.
Oh, good. Because I can't stay. That's what kind of hat I got. You got to keep the form.
I
And if you don't,
I love the fact that you can just tuck it and put it in your purse or
Yes.
it's so cute.
in your bag.
And that way, when you're ready to take it off at night, you don't got to worry about it.
Yeah.
I love that hat. I love it. I do. That's so cute.
That's super cute. I like that.
Amazon.
Okay, we said
Girl, everything Amazon.
So we definitely need. I mean, I think it's been some good tips. And if anybody know anything else that we didn't think of, and I'm sure some stuff we didn't think of, just going out. Not when I say going out, like I did the movies and stuff, but a museum or going. If you go eat, Fia, go to at them hot times. If it's really really hot,
Do people still go to the mall?
Oh my!
I have to walk. I feel go to shop.
I don't do it as much as I like to, but I feel like walking at the mall
is excellent.
It's the easiest exercise.
Yes, and then when you get through,
It's got all the things. It's got you gonna be in good AC. You got places to eat. You got some shopping to do. You know what I'm saying? For you, find a specific van life stuff. You know, for your traveling. Don't get crazy.
Exactly.
And it's free.
Yes.
And you can sit down if you want to for a while, and ain't nobody gonna bother you about sitting down in the mall.
Absolutely. So the mall is an excellent choice.
I gotta tell you,
I think they even have Wi-Fi now, don't they? I know they have massage chairs in the one that I used to go to.
I see the massage chairs and the ice cream machines.
I go to Planet Fitness for my massage chair.
Oh, I love the aqua massage thing.
I literally just walk in Planet Fitness. I get my massage like 2 or 3 times. I have to ask for it 2 or 3 times, and then I go home.
I used to go in there and I would take my shower and then I'd go to get the massage and I'd do the same thing. I'd be like, can you turn it on again? There's a little speaker. Can you turn it on again? Can you do it one more time? I'm not done yet.
I never did the massage.
You got to do the massage, girl.
Well,
it feels so good.
Cancel my membership.
My Planet Fitness just got brand new chairs. They have the air. What's that called? That the blower. What you lay on the bed and get a massage from the air bed type thing.
Oh.
Or you can sit in a chair and have it massage you like a deep massage.
See, I would go to the back to like the bed type one, and they do like an aqua massage. So it's like water pressure coming.
That's it. Aqua massage.
Okay. Yeah. That's the one I do.
Aqua massages. I've never seen this.
So I go just for the massage and I leave. But the other thing I was gonna tell y'all, me and my husband found this thing, and it's not necessarily related to staying cool, but we recently found a drive-in movie.
Oh, I love
drive-in movies.
Down here in Florida, we didn't even think they were still around.
You can see one every blue moon. You know, you might find one.
And
they were cool.
And everything. They were showing what was it? I'm trying to think what they were showing. Oh, King Kong versus somebody else, and some recent movies, like really
Planet of the Apes versus King Kong or something like that.
Yes, and you get 2 free movies for like less than $10.
Oh, that's real.
And so we're planning a date to do that.
Yes,
I love it.
So taking the class,
Yes, absolutely. I would love for them to have a drive-in around here.
yeah. So look for those in your city. This one was in Lakeland, Florida. But look for them because you'd be surprised. This one has been around. The one we found, it's been around since 1948.
Wow.
1948, and it's still around.
That's crazy.
I think it was called the Sun. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Silver Moon Drive-In Theater. So if you're ever in Florida, Lakeland, Florida, check out. It's near Tampa, sort of. No, Lakeland. I don't know if it's near Tampa, but Lakeland, Florida. It's not very far from Orlando. Maybe 45 minutes. Silver Moon Drive-In Theater. So one of those things you can do for the summer, but since it's at night, they don't open until dusk. So
Yeah.
You're not gonna have to worry about heat.
Yeah, it'd be a really good thing maybe to do like before you go to your site so you can lay down, especially if you're city camping, and you don't want to get to your site too soon.
Yeah.
That'll be a good way to kill some time. Because I love a drive-in theater. Shoots, we used to just take our own food, get just a couple of pizzas and take our own food and sit in the car and eat and watch movies.
Yeah. And the only thing I typed into MapQuest or Google Maps or whatever, I typed in drive-in movie near me. That's all I typed in. And it showed.
Yeah, I'm looking where I am and they don't have any. I got to go to Charleston.
Okay. Yeah. Is that Sunray Cinema that you're seeing? Sunray Cinema Drive-In, Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, never mind. I thought that was up in your neck of the woods.
Oh no, they've got several in Charleston. It looks like Cinema Under the Stars, Terrace Theater, Funflix Outdoor Movies. Oh no, I might have to open a drive-in movie theater down here.
Okay. Because I was at one point I had thought about the idea of starting an RV park, but if I was going to do a business, I think drive-in movie is easier to take care of.
Yeah, I mean, all you need is a field, maintain that, and then you just got to figure out how to get the screens up and stuff. I might look into that.
Oh yeah, that's another good question too. For your viewers, DG, Frankie said, "What are your favorite summer ice cream treats?"
Ooh, that is a good one.
I love lemon ice cream, y'all. Anything ice cream is me.
It's so funny. I love ice cream, and butter pecan is my absolute favorite, and I love like cheesecake flavors. But I tend to gravitate during like the hotter times to sorbet.
Ooh,
and it's got to be the rainbow sorbet. I don't like any one flavor. I like them all together.
Yeah, that's actually healthier than the dairy.
I love that. Like it's a little bit lighter. Ice cream feels so heavy for me. So I go to that, but I love like frozen treats, and that'll cool you off too. Like we had some ice cream at work the other day, and it's already cool enough in there. I was cold the whole doggone day. I had to listen. I'm in there with in like 76 degrees with a sweater on. They're like, "Are you cold, DG?" I'm like, "I'm freezing today."
Yeah, it's same thing happens to me when I drink something cold or ice cream. All of a sudden, we got to turn the AC off.
Yeah, you stay cooler a lot longer.
Yes. So that's a good question, Frankie. Frankie, where you at?
That was fantastic. Well, she
put it in the
text too.
She put it in the phone text, but I don't see her. Let me write her and ask her where she at, because we got to do our after action talk.
Yes.
But this has been a great.
She said her mom loves butter pecan, and she's been loving M&M ice cream sandwiches. Those are good. Ooh, and Snicker bar ice cream Snickers bars.
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all remember Klondike bars?
Ooh,
we eat those around here.
I love
the Klondike ice cream bars.
Right. So we got.
Now I'm gonna have to go to the store.
I know. Summer is the time. Summer is the time to have.
Yes, it's getting that time. And I'm gonna tell you too. Don't drink too much alcohol, but the little freeze pops that we used to get as kids, they have like alcohol ones now, and they're actually really, really good. What? They have adult freeze pops. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh, y'all hear that? Adult freeze pops.
Adult freeze
You
pops,
can get them
girl.
in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like
You
a pop-
go, so you go, like, if you go in the beer and wine section, there's usually a little section for them there, and they've got different brands.
Ooh, I got to get me some of them. I got popsicles in the freezer right now, but they ain't
Girl,
no.
get you some adult freeze pops.
I
You will
got.
not regret it.
I.
Girl, I
I
had one of those. I was like, oh, this
uh-huh.
is my summertime treat this year. I gotta go stock up for this summer.
And it's better than having a whole meal because
Yeah,
sometimes you want to just cool off, but you need
because
that.
that's all you need sometimes. I just want something to cool off, you know.
Yeah, you need that little buzz. That. So, what kind of alcohol is in it?
I'm really not sure. I'm pretty sure it's probably
Okay.
like vodka. Most times people use vodka for something like that. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be vodka
And
or
vodka.
wine. Because I think some of the wine companies use it, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be vodka.
I love that idea because adult freeze pops they would fit perfectly in my little freezer that's in the cabinet.
Yes. Girl, they don't take up no room at all and they have you nice and cool.
Instead of me, because I've been putting water bottles in my freezer so that when I do pull it out, it's like ice.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather have a freeze pop because they take up less space and just drink the water separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great, great idea. So we're going to go ahead and go so everybody can go back to work or back to whatever you're doing. I appreciate everybody for being on the live with us. I appreciate everybody for watching afterwards. Please give Frankie Joy Route a watch on her channel and subscribe, and also Fia on her channel, that Boondocking Diva. We've got everything on the screen in the comments. Visit them, and I will be seeing you soon.
Yes.
I might actually have a video coming out soon.
All right.
I'm trying to
We
work
want
on it.
to have a video.
Right
I'm
now.
sorry, ladies.
Y'all hear that? She about to
Yes.
record another video or go live again.
You are I'll give you a challenge, Danette, and I'm back, y'all. I apologize. Let's do one because I was gonna do a video every day in June, but y'all know the best laid plans. Well, how did I say on a road to hell? I don't know, but I'm going to do a video as well. So I challenge you a video. What about you, Fia? You got one up though. The bicycle.
I accept your challenge.
I don't accept the challenge.
Why? Well, Jeanette accepts it. So when do we have to have it up?
Wait, there is another challenge that I will accept.
What?
And that is that we do 2 lives per week together.
I accept that.
I
2
will.
lives per week.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it, even if I have to jump on for a sec, or not a sec, but like, I'll accept it.
I mean, we don't have to. I'm just offering.
No, I'll accept it. We got to get it
I'm
going.
gonna need the motivation.
My
I won't
goal
do a video every day.
personally is to get the Joy Route going again. So I accept it. There may be some times where I can only do 30 minutes or 25 minutes, but I accept it. But Danette accepts the video challenge.
I accept.
So we're going to do it pre-recorded. So Danette, what date? So we can let the audience know.
Give me till I used to do and I will go back to that schedule, but for right now I need a little more time than I used to. So give me till Saturday to try and put some stuff together, edit something together. Because I've got plenty of footage. I just
gotta edit.
I haven't edited anything.
I'm trying not to overcommit because I know.
Well, I can do a video because so Saturday, let me look at the calendar, and then we stay on for a few minutes with our wrap-up chat.
Yeah.
Be sure to wait a minute. Let me look for my calendar real quick.
So Saturday is the 8th.
Okay. So we have to have it up by Saturday. I got a big event Saturday, so I know I have to have it up by the 8th. So I'll have mine up on or before the 8th. Woo-hoo!
Perfect.
Yes, we're doing it. Yes. Okay.
Comment, like, subscribe. What it do, DG?
What it do, DG? Thank you for hosting. Great topic.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all for being here and inviting me to be on for this series with y'all.
Get it back kicking. We have to get it
back. Look for us again next week. Maybe Monday
maybe Monday, Friday. This is my video. I have to decide.
2 lives a week, so we'll be on sometime before this week is over.
That's
Oh, we
right.
will. We might be on Friday. We'll see. She got us doing overcommitting, but then she don't overcommit. So I'll do my, if I can though, since I'm up next, I might do it Friday, but I gotta see. If not,
Oh,
somebody
Friday
else.
or Saturday or Sunday.
No, oh no, this weekend is a very big, my cousin, not this one, another one. I got 1,000 cousins. It has a catering event. And so we are,
Ooh.
yeah, she has got me all deep in that with her. So no, can't do it. But Friday maybe.
We can start next week with the 2 lives per week. We don't have to start this week.
Okay, but I think I might do I'm next, so I don't know if I'll do it Friday or Monday, but